Hello and welcome to Physics 111. I'm Robert Greene, your instructor. This is Fall 21, and this is a brief introduction to the course. I'm making this video on August 16th, and so if you look at it much later, some of what I show you may have changed. But anyway, let's get started. So you're looking at the opening page on our Moodle site, and you can see that there are 14 subject areas that we're going to cover over the 14 weeks of the semester. Actually, 13 subject areas. And when you click on one of those subject areas, it will bring you to that section of the course, and each one basically corresponds to about a week of the course. But let's first go to the course information section, and what you see here is you see this course introduction video, which you've already found if you're watching it, and a couple other introduction videos. Some of these I may edit or change. We have a statement of diversity and equity and inclusion. HCC is committed to those objectives of diversity, equity, and inclusion. So everyone is welcome, and we are here to support all people. There's a STEM scholarship and internship site that if you're looking for scholarships, internships, you should go to this site and look. Here's the syllabus. At this point, it's not yet updated. If you look at it, it will be the Spring 21 syllabus. By the time you get here, this may in fact be updated. Here's printed electronic copies of the equation sheet we'll use. Here's your electronic textbook for the course, and a few other resources. Lines on Physics, which we'll be using. Whoops, I don't want to open that. The Physics Classroom and Khan Academy, which are all student learning support sites. Okay, so now if we go back to the main grid and we click on week 1, you'll see the schedule of events for that week. And by the way, the lecture part of the course, or the course part of the course, is online. There are no lectures. It's an asynchronous online course. Your learning is self-directed, and I'll show you now how that works. However, the labs are taught on campus. So you can see that on Thursday of each week, we have our laboratories, and you're in one of the sections of the lab. So that's the only on-campus part, is the lab. The rest of it is all online and supported by the resources that I'm going to show you. So here you are in week 1, and I have a list of tutors. We generally have 2 tutors, and myself, and I posted my hours, but we don't know the tutors' hours yet. So what's already open, even as of the middle of August, is assignment 1. And so if you want to start assignment 1, you can start it. And in most cases, the assignment will have a support help video. So the best thing is to do the assignment, and if you're unable to do a problem, refer to the help video. And generally the help video will work through the problems in the order in which they are in the assignment. Here's the lab document, which is posted, which you will use during the lab. The lab itself is an online Moodle resource where you will see that you're going to submit a lab document into this site. There also is one simulation exercise in the lab. It's not open yet, but once I open it, you'll find one simulation exercise in the lab so that you can begin to do the lab even before school starts. So the first assignment is all about math review, algebra, trigonometry, and units conversion. And so those videos, they're also subject area videos. So this is what takes the place of the quote-unquote lectures in class, are these general videos on the subject area. In addition to those general subject area videos, there is a help video specifically on the assignment. So if you're confident about algebra, trig, and units conversion, you don't need to watch those. If you can't do the assignment, you may come back and look at these videos. But the most direct help you have for the assignment is the assignment help video. So each subject topic week, each week or subject area will include an assignment, and I just call it A1 for assignment 1, L1 for lab 1, and Q1 for quiz 1. They'll involve an assignment, which is usually going to be due on a Monday, a lab which will be due on a Monday, and a quiz which you'll take on Monday. And all the support resources for that week will be on the page for that week, including tutor times and my times. And remember, I'm always available by appointment. So I do have posted times, but you should feel free to contact me by email and make an appointment. So that's the basic structure of the course. Feel free, in fact, I encourage you to get started. I'm going to talk a little bit longer, but depending on, you may or may not want to watch the rest of it right now. You may come back and see it later. So just scrolling back to the main page, you can see we looked at week 1. If I go to week 2, you see the same thing. You see assignment 2, lab 2, and quiz 2. And some of this is from last semester. It will change. And so that works through for every week of the course. It's all pretty much the same. And if one last thing I'll mention is in week 1, lab 1, I'm still working on it, but if you open the lab and you go into the lab, you'll see in the lab there's going to be this question, which is based on the lab document. So you're going to read the lab document, and this question can be answered before the lab. This has nothing to do with our meeting in lab. Then you'll have the lab document, which is posted, which I showed you is a document posted, and that's what we'll do in lab on Thursday. And you'll just submit that document here. That will be your written lab report. And then there'll be one simulation question. There's actually 2 here, but one of them is going to get, I think there's only going to be 1 in the lab once I open it. And that simulation question takes you to a place where you have an instrument that you can manipulate and open and close this instrument. It's not working right now in this format, but you can actually, there's an exercise where you use this instrument to do measurements. And since we're going to use this vernier caliper in lab, if you do this exercise before the lab, when you come to lab on Thursday, you'll have a lot easier time working with the vernier caliper. Okay, so that's it on that. We can see if I can find my way back here. And here we are back at the course main page. Okay, anyway, begin, and if you have questions, email me, and I'll see all of you on Thursday September 9th for the first time, so I will actually get to see you at least once a week in person. And those days that we have lab, I'm also available to help you with assignments and other questions you have about the course. Okay, that's it.